In this video, I'm going to be talking about diaphragmatic and lateral breathing and how and when to use each of them to get better results in your Pilates class. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Noelle and I help women create healthy, sustainable lifestyles even when life goes off the rails through my online wellness studio, NRS. So if any of this sounds like something that's useful to you, go ahead and subscribe and stick around. I think we all know that breathing is really important. Joseph Pilates was a fanatic about breath and actually about proper breathing technique. One of his most famous quotes is, "Above all, learn to breathe correctly." But does it really matter how you breathe in your Pilates class? The answer is yes, it ultimately does. So most of us go throughout our day not really paying attention to or thinking about our breath at all. It's just happening in the background. And while that's good and it keeps us moving and living, a lot of times we end up trapped in this very shallow breathing pattern. And sometimes even a chest breathing pattern where we're just breathing in the upper portion of our lungs and not taking advantage of that full lung capacity. Now, shallow breathing or chest breathing is actually known to activate your stress response. And this is something that if you're dealing with trying to reduce stress or lower cortisol and balance those stress hormones, you really don't want to be playing with. But one of the best ways and quickest ways to actually reduce or come out of a stress response into a parasympathetic or rest and digest response is through breathing. And one of the best forms to do that is called diaphragmatic breath. Now, unlike chest breathing or shallow breathing where we're up here, diaphragmatic breath really means the diaphragm. The entire trunk of your body is inhaling and expanding deep into the belly, and then exhaling, everything is coming back out. So if you want to feel what a diaphragmatic breath actually feels like, you can put your hands on your belly, take an inhale through your nose, and you're going to breathe into your belly, almost like you're filling up a balloon, like the entire trunk of your body is a balloon. So hands to belly, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Fill your hands with your belly and then exhale through your nose. And feel how your belly just kind of sinks back in. That is a diaphragmatic breath. It's a much deeper breathing pattern and has amazing benefits. Let's get into a few of those benefits. So as I've already said, it can actually encourage your parasympathetic nervous response system to come online, or that rest and digest. It helps to reduce cortisol, it lowers your heart rate and your blood pressure. It increases your blood oxygenation, it helps to relax your body, it can help you feel more restored or rejuvenated. It improves your circulation, helps to cleanse the blood, and it can improve motivation and even concentration. The thing that I love most about diaphragmatic breath is that it's extremely accessible to everyone. You can access this and get all of these benefits anytime, anywhere, just by taking in some deep breaths through your nose and out through your nose and making sure you're breathing all the way deeply into your belly. Now, I'm gonna go off on my little soapbox here just for a moment, so I hope you bear with me. But as women specifically, we have been conditioned, we have either been taught or we have caught this idea that our bellies should not ever be soft or round. So we try to keep our tummies in check throughout the day by constantly keeping them taut or keeping tension there. When we breathe, this actually really restricts how our breath is supposed to work. So having that restricted breathing all throughout the day is not doing you any favors for your body, and it's actually not helping your muscles either. When we over-grip our belly muscles throughout the day, this impedes any sort of full relaxation or full activation, and it can actually create problems with our pelvic floor, with constipation, and even breathing patterns as it continues on. So I hope you hear me when I say this, but bellies are not meant to be rock hard. Your body is built to be efficient. And efficiency in our breathing is a belly that can fully expand and release and fully contract and activate when needed. So when you're thinking about a diaphragmatic breath, I hope that you allow yourself and your body to do what it was designed to do and to breathe deeply and fully all the way into that belly. Now, diaphragmatic breathing is great for life. It's great throughout the day. This is what you want to access all day long. Nice deep inhales and exhales through your nose as you're moving about your day. But it can actually be a little bit problematic when we come to our Pilates practice. And this is where lateral breath comes into play. So while diaphragmatic breath is great for helping to calm our bodies, when we're working out, we want to actually be activated, or this is a natural or healthy version of induced stress. So lateral breathing is just more like a wide breath. So rather than breathing into our bellies, we're breathing side to side and being able to maintain a deep core connection at the same time. This is especially helpful with a Pilates method that requires you to move from your center. So to breathe laterally, you can simply take your hands to your rib cage, nice and high on the ribs, sit up as tall as you can, and you're gonna inhale through your nose. When you inhale through your nose, I want you to picture your rib cage like an accordion expanding out to the side without the belly coming forward. So we put our hands here, we sit up tall, and then we inhale and feel the hands widen away from each other. And then as you exhale through the nose, you can feel all that air coming out and your hands actually drawing closer together. So it's this big inhalation into the sides and the back of your body. If we're laying down, you'd actually be able to feel that expansion on the ground underneath you. And then the exhale is actually able to contract or squeeze more air out of our bodies by breathing this way, or pumping the air through our bodies. So with lateral breathing, we're actually able to maintain a really deep connection to our core, being able to move and power our bodies from our, what Joseph Pilates called our powerhouse, the center trunk of our body, without losing that connection. It creates more efficiency and deeper activation of our core muscles by breathing this way. These deep, large capacity breaths help to oxygenate our body and energize our body. It also helps to create more space and length inside our bodies while we're moving and exercising in our Pilates work. And it really helps to improve your mind-body connection, because as you're breathing and moving air through your body, you're better able to target and turn on the muscles that you want to activate and quiet down the ones that you don't. So you become more precise in your movement, which equals better results. Now, this type of breathing isn't always very natural, and when you're a newbie to Pilates, it might feel a little bit like a fish out of water. But I promise you, your body will connect to this style of breathing very quickly. It'll catch on, and you'll be surprised at how much you can actually engage and improve your efficiency on the mat, improve your energy and your stamina in those exercises just by pinpointing this one thing with your breath. But I don't want you to get too hung up on your breathing here. And actually, the Pilates work is designed beautifully to help take you deeper and deeper into it with every single repetition. Now, there's not always a really clear cue in Pilates on when to inhale and when to exhale. Some exercises have these and they're very specific for the inhalation, exhalation. But what you can do to help you move through your work and keep it as simple as possible is that anytime you are lengthening, extending, expanding, think about an inhale. Your body is naturally designed to expand on an inhale, so it helps and it just works beautifully with an inhale. And then anytime that you are contracting or shortening or coming into a small position, you can think about an exhale. So inhale to lengthen and extend, and then exhale to flex or contract. Now, while lateral breathing is really the breath that we want to use in our Pilates sessions to get the most out of our movement and to connect better to our deep core muscles, when you're coming into the end of your workout and you're ready to make that transition from working hard and inducing that healthy stress response, you actually want to counter it now. So as you're coming to the end of your workout, you want to counter that healthy stress response, put on the brakes for the stress, and before you spring off your mat into your to-do list or whatever your day holds for you, you want to encourage that parasympathetic or that rest and digest to come back online. The easiest way to do that is to simply turn onto your diaphragmatic breathing. Even hands on your belly and a couple deep belly breaths at the end of your class is going to increase that parasympathetic response, lower your cortisol, those stress hormones, and help you to better be prepared and ready for your day and to go through your day with more ease and more relaxation. So I hope this was really helpful for you. And if you stayed all the way to the end of this video, Thank you so much. That means so much to me. And would you go ahead and drop the breathing emoji into the comments below so that I can say hi to you personally and thank you for hanging around? And if you found this video helpful and you want more practical tools for creating your own healthy, sustainable life, I would love to encourage you to come and check out what we've got going on inside my studio, NRS. There, you're going to get unlimited access to my entire library of content that's full of Pilates and Pilates-inspired low-impact and cortisol-reducing workouts, tutorials, curated programs, and a daily curated workout guide. And these are the exact same tools that I have personally used to walk myself through some of my hardest, most intense seasons of life to be able to prioritize my health without losing my mind in the process. I've got all the membership details linked for you below. I hope you take a look at that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.